Hello YouTubes. I'm trying to do more YouTube videos, so there's gonna be a lot of gaming discussions and stuff. So today's video is gonna be on the game Prototype, which has kind of been forgotten, was deemed a commercial failure, but also console exclusivity. So Prototype, for many people who don't know, sorry for the camera shakeage, is a game that was an action like power trip type game where it like puts you at the helm of Alex Mercer, who was like a government bioweapon, and it was very much written off as being just Infamous but for Xbox, basically. And while I'm not saying it was a perfect game, it had its flaws, as every game does. I think it's unfair to call it, just Xbox Infamous, given that games like Dante's Inferno didn't, or Alice Madness Returns didn't get the blank game, but Xbox. It's like, I don't think it's fair to call a game the same as another just because it's similar or is the same genre or even is trying to provide that experience but for a different console. I mean, if you don't have a PlayStation, you can't play Infamous, but you can play Prototype and Prototype 2. So I think it's unfair to do so. It's like calling Halo a ripoff of Call of Duty just because they're shooters. I don't think that's fair, because they have elements that set them apart. They're all different in their own way, Especially with it being like, yeah, some of the elements gameplay-wise are a lot like Infamous, but it's also not fair because they came out around the same time in 2009. So to call Prototype just rip off Infamous, it's like, it's a similar game at a similar time. It's like, that's just how the gaming industry works, If you're going to make an exclusive game to keep Xbox players from going over there, you make your own. It's just how it works, and those eventually blossom into their own franchise. Now, Prototype wasn't this lucky because it only got one more sequel, unlike Infamous's 2 or 3 if you count First Light. It's more of a DLC, but yeah, that's why I think it's unfair to call Prototype a ripoff of Infamous, because I think it's more than that and had a lot of potential. Sadly, we'll never get to see it live up to that, and that's my thoughts.